Joining us now, State Department spokesperson, our former friend and colleague. Not former friend, still friend, former colleague, Tammy Bruce. Tammy, thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Let's just get your. Well, no, we have not given up our
pleasure.
friendship. I stand corrected. Let's get right to how profound and deep this is. Because, seriously, this is a region, it has been incapable of getting over the finish line and achieving peace. There seems to be an opportunity here, and we'll get into the Iran question in a second. Overall, how do you see this trip, and what are the impacts that you see for the United States and the region and the world?
It's been a remarkable gift to be here, to be traveling here with Secretary of State Marco Rubio, but in support of Donald Trump. It is an astounding experience, and Americans can see it, of course, in the coverage. But I have to tell you that we see this, and I see it, as we all have, as the unfolding of what he promised and the nature of the power of not just a personality, but a man who has proven to the world that he does what he says he's going to do, that he's got the skill to be able to bring it about, and he brings the respect that is required for other nations to take us seriously and to negotiate seriously, and for our enemies to understand that they have no choice but to back off, to do as we request of them, so that they too can have a better future. And we see this in the way that he's been treated. And as you've noted, here in the Middle East, my goodness, millions of lives destroyed because of a few bad actors, if you will, groups that pop up, the citizens of these nations being harmed because of a dynamic of a world that feels as though it can do nothing and allows this to become the status quo. It takes Donald Trump to say enough is enough and to demand new ideas so that every nation, not just in this region, but around the world, can recognize that things can be better, that life can be better, and that he can show them the way. And in this case, it's about business dealings. It's about becoming partners with nations in this region, making sure that people, certainly that Americans benefit, but that when Americans benefit and America is great again, the rest of the world has a path to follow. That's Donald Trump. I've seen it in every stop, and it is also manifested through the work and the understanding of that vision by Marco Rubio and our foreign policy. It's an exciting time. Our generation will see the benefits of this, and we're really blessed to have Donald Trump leading the nature of what the future is going to look like for us.
You know, a big part of the equation is that all of these countries have to not only reject radicalism, but they can't turn a blind eye towards radicalism. And I think that there is more than valid criticism that, in fact, they have. And the president challenging Saudi Arabia, challenging the new leader of Syria to not only reject it and not turn a blind eye to it, but to now embrace the Abraham Accords and the recognition of Israel. I actually think that these countries would like to do it, but I also think there is a fear of doing it because of what the Iranian reaction would be. They would become pariahs, and they might find themselves battling Iran, and I don't think any nation in this region wants that.
Well, nobody wants war, right? The president doesn't. That's why he's working through diplomacy. He believes that he can make the difference here. And he knows even, of course, Iran now is on its heels as Israel defends itself, as it definitely is dealing with murder groups like Hamas and Hezbollah and the Houthis. But they also have the United States as we support them as an ally. And in the midst of that, the largest state sponsor of terror, Iran, suddenly is on its heels. And of course, we engage with them as well. And President Trump really is the best friend you could ever have, but he is also the worst enemy you can have. He wants peace in this world. He knows where the problems sit. He is determined to change it. He knows it has to happen. That will be his legacy. But like with Syria, one of the things he's demanding of them is to join the Abraham Accords, something he established in his first term. So even then, he was creating the building blocks that allow his demands and his expectations and his visions to be seen and to be implemented now. And of course, nations everywhere, if they realize, and as they do with President Trump, that you've got a good friend, he knows what he's doing economically and also militarily, but he also inspires. He inspires and he leads and he teaches. And that is what the rest of the world also wants. They do want to know, as you've noted, that they're not going to be abandoned, that this is long-term change, that it is America and the American people that he represents. Through that election last year, we've also said enough is enough. And he is our North Star in implementing that. This is a new American revolution manifested through that vision. And the reason I believe that President Trump can be so comfortable and free to be able to do his work is because he knows we have his back. And that is now what is moving through the rest of the world here. It's an exciting time. He has demands of people. That's true. But it makes a difference when it comes to what they feel they can do with their own countries.
All right, Tammy Bruce, we appreciate you being with us as always. Always a friend. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.